Hey guys, MC Mura here. So today we're gonna take a look at the season 3 balance changes for you and check this out. Check this out. Chinku Hadoken. That works. That's crazy. That is actually stupid, but that's so cool. Looks cool as well. So as you can tell, Ryu got insane buffs. He's crazy in this patch, and we're gonna go over his changes now one by one. But he's probably the biggest winner of this entire batch. His standing medium punch. This now have a little bit more hurt box, so should be easier to stuff. This wasn't really like a poke normal, anyways. It was more of like a pressure and hit confirm normal. I think because there is like the target combo, they wanna make it like a little bit weaker because the target combo gives you the dungeon buff and plus frame, so that's great. So yeah, but I don't think that's a big deal. It's not that big of a deal. Crouching medium punch. This got nerfed. And the nerf to crouching medium punch is a universal change. It's a lot less tame. It's a lot tamer than it is because it's universal. But the thing about crouching medium punches in Street Fighter 6 in general is that most of them got disjointed hurt boxes. They are insane buffers. Like I could buffer a drive rush behind it. I could buffer like an OD donkey and get massive damage and get nothing. This used the crouching medium punch. This used to be like 13 frames recovery, which is nuts. Now it's 15, so it's a little bit more meaningful, and expanded hurt box. So if he says that he's whiffing it, should have a little bit easier time with punishing it, but yeah. It's still not gonna be easy. That's still not gonna be happening. You're not with punishing every Luke crouching medium punch, not with punishing every Kami crouching medium punch. And again, this is a universal change. Tons of characters got this, so don't worry about it. It's still gonna be a totally insane move. It's 6 frame startup, 4 frame active. That is just that move is great. And the disjoint, I still think is gonna be there. We have to look at the herald boxes, but it's universal. Lots of characters got it. Crouching light kick. This got changed to be -1 on block. And that's great for you because this means that on a drive rush, it's gonna be +3. So if the opponent is mashing, I get to throw them, and it get to frame trap into that crouching medium punch. So that's good for him. That's really nice, right? That's a really nice change. The idea is, with the changes to parries, they expect that stuff like that, like mixing up between your lows and highs or mids, is gonna be a lot more common. So they wanna reward crouching light kick and just lows in general a little bit more. So that's why they did the change to the crouching light kick. It's kind of interesting. His jumping heavy kick, this is now, stop mashing Ryu. This is now 10 frame startup up from 12. It used to be 12, now it's 10. I don't know if there's anything meaningful that will change because of this, but that's pretty cool for him. It's a little bit faster, gonna feel a little bit responsive, so that's cool. The Sobat, I guess you could call it. This now have proximity blocks, proximity block that triggers faster. So if the opponent is doing it to me, I'm gonna have a harder time back walking. See this? Ryu is stuck in a blocking animation. Although I'm holding back, I'm unable to walk backwards, right? So it's gonna be harder for you to whiff this, right? And remember, this is a move already that is like that move low crushes, right? And so it low crushes. It's really good. It used to be, it's really bad on whiff, but now it's gonna be harder to whiff it because the opponent's gonna be stuck blocking. So that's interesting. Shoryuken, this now have less. It pretty much got better knockdown situation. I don't know exactly what +37 will let Ryu do. We're gonna have to wait and see with this one. I'm gonna wait for the Ryu gurus to tell me, but he should get better Oki situations out of this. +37 doesn't give him a safe jump, so I'm not sure exactly like what exact situations are gonna be different, but he should get better Oki. I think he should get better Oki out of this. Does he get like, says that he did get like a back throw, says that he recovered backward. Does he get like a drive rush grab? He does, but I'm honestly not 100% sure if he used to do that before. So we're gonna have to wait and see. I'm gonna need a Ryu player to tell me like exactly what new wake up situation is improved with this one. But It's a buff. Another buff for you, because everything here is buffs. Hadoken. This is now, all of them got better frames on hit. This is now +2. The light, the medium is gonna be 0. The heavy is gonna be -2. We're talking point blank, right? Point blank in your opponent's face. And this is great because you're gonna land a lot of stray hits from Hadoken. So, oh my god. So just having a little bit more frame advantage, that is always good to have, means that you get to press your button again and you are more likely to win, right? But remember, Ryu also have a bunch of setups where he can go for like a meaty Hadoken, meaty fireball, like after a medium kick Tatsu, right? You can simply go for a light Hadoken here. And I think this now have more frame advantage as well. Check this out, this is 10 frames now, +10. So this means that he gets a heavy bunch. I'm pretty sure this didn't work that way, at least non-counter hit. But now non-counter hit meaty projectile is +10, so he gets a heavy bunch. That's actually insane. That is, as the kids say these days, that's actually gassed. Isn't that what they say? That's gassed. Wild, wild. Oh my god. Denjin Hadoken. And I remember when I made my 2 wishlist changes, which a lot of you thought was nonsense. Probably better than the batch Capcom delivered actually, but whatever. So now, one of the things I said is that the Denjin Fireball didn't feel that great, but now actually Capcom made it great. Take a look at this, 40 frames total. So the Denjin Fireball now has the same frame data as an OD Fireball. Regular Denjin is 40 frames, 12 frame startup. That is actually crazy. That is by far the best fireball in the game right now. Denjin Fireball from Ryu is gonna be the best fireball in the game. And take a look at this. While regular Hadokens, which actually got increased damage, I forgot to mention, used to be 600, now it's 700. So Ryu's doing more damage from his Hadokens. That's kind of nice. The Denjin Hadoken also does 1,000 now, 1k. A meterless projectile dealing 1k damage, and even if it's blocked point blank, this will be -1 on block. Used to be -3, now it's -1. So that is that's actually kind of insane. That's actually kind of insane. They also buffed the regular OD Hadoken, so that it does now like 1k damage, and they made it a little bit faster. They want OD Hadoken to dominate the Fireball Wars, so it's faster and it does a little bit more damage. Went from 800 to 1k, so you're getting more damage on these stray hits. I think that's really great for him. And the Denjin Fireball, the OD version, that got buffed as well, right? Where now it's doing like 1.2k, so it's doing a little bit more damage. They also changed this, where it's now a little bit more consistent on like combo hits, like added like an upperward hurt box. I'm gonna have to try this out. Quite, not quite. Well, almost. We almost got it. But yeah, this now should be a little bit more consistent in combos. If you're going for that, there is a better upwards hitbox. So if you're attacking like a juggled opponent, that should be a little bit better. Now, Shinku Hadoken, that is Ryu's level 1. This got a ton of buffs, but the point of it all is that it's a lot faster now. They really want you to dominate the Fireball Wars with his level 1 super, so that even if the opponent is throwing like a Fireball full screen, you are able to punish it, right? In this game, there isn't projectile immunity on Shinku Hadoken. It's unlike the previous games where this had some sort of invincibility. It really doesn't. So they wanted to make it better as an anti-fireball tool. They want to make it better, they want to make it faster. Bunch of changes, but the point of it, it's faster, right? And the Denjin level 1 super, this is pretty much a laser beam. That is so fast. That is absurdly fast. And as you can see, a bunch of changes where now it's faster, it's shorter, comes out faster, whatever. The point of it is that it's a laser beam. It is super fast. It is super duper uber fast. I want to see, can you do... We're playing Marvel now. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. But you pretty much, like, once you got this, opponent full screen, whatever, that's still punished. They can't throw fireballs. It's over, it's done. And that does a lot. 2400 for a level 1 super, that is on the upper end. So that's actually really, really good. This move is now completely, as the kids say, again, completely gassed. They also buffed his level 2, where if you have the dungeon buff, you get the charge faster. The thing about Ryu's level 2 is that if you charge it, like if I hit a throw, they just do that. If I charge it a little bit, notice like the effect, like they will flip, and on the flip like Ryu can get juggles, right? But now on the dungeon version, this happens faster. He gets a charge faster, right? He's flipping faster. But what this really means is that you're able to do heavy punch if you have the dungeon buff, right? You're able to do this. I messed it up. I didn't charge enough. You have to charge it for like a couple of frames, but you'll get the effect where like they get knocked down. So he's able to follow up with a combo. So I've seen already like 7k damage where you're doing like a bunch of these into level 1 supers. So yeah, if Ryu has that one heavy punch, he needs a corner for that. Oh my god, that's actually insane. That's actually insane. That's 5 sitting. That's more of like a non-counter hit heavy punch. That's actually insane. Another thing that Ryu was kind of mid at was his level 3, where his level 3 left him at a +8 advantage and an awkward distance. Let's actually save state. So this used to leave him at a +8, and it was kind of an awkward distance, but now he's +14. And you know what this means? At +14, it means that Ryu actually get some sort of like meaningful presence. I think he can like medium kick donkey, and that's a straight meaty. He can heavy fireball, and that's a straight meaty. He can drive rush and get some sort of like drive rush pressure now. And the opponent's waking up with jab. I'm gonna drive rush crouching medium punch. See this? I got the counter hit. So he actually does get Oki, sort of Oki. It's not a great Oki. Holy. He actually does get Oki out of that level 3. It's not great Oki. Oh my god. But he does. What's wrong? Get up. Oh my god. What's wrong? Get up. Damn. Damn. So he does get a check. Again, is it the best Oki ever? No, but there's real pressure now. Where he used to be +8, he would never be able to drive rush, donkey kick, or do anything meaningful. Even a fireball could have been jumped. He now gets a pressure. So with everything we have seen, Ryu is absolutely ridiculous. He dominates fireball wars now. His neutral is so much better because you can't backwalk out of this. And the fact that his fireball is faster, the OD fireball is insane. His damage overall on Hadoken stray hits is higher. Remember, this is a batch where they added like the imperfect parries, and I do think Ryu always had one of the nastier, one of the faster drive rush overhits, so that's gonna be harder to defend against as well. Biggest winner of this batch by far.